introduction. So what I want to do now is I want to thank all of you for coming out here tonight. I appreciate you taking your evening to come out. I also want to thank Travis County Democrats for giving me this platform to speak. I want to thank Casa Garcias for this lovely venue, of course. And I want to take a few minutes of your time, I promise, just to introduce myself to you. So I'm Councilwoman Weir, and I'm running for mayor because I think I'm the best one for the job. I want to be your mayor here, and I'm going to tell you why I'm running. I'm running because I'm a natural leader. I love working and collaborating with teams. I really get into finding out what's needed, finding the right people to do the job, and then getting it out there. So that's where my joy is getting that out there to the people. I am running because Manor's coming at a critical time right now, and it's going to take a proven leader to get us where we're going. We need a progressive voice. We need a progressive vision. And I believe that I'm the one that can take us there. I'm running for mayor so that a generation from now, folks will be glad for the decisions that we made and the ones that we're going to make in the coming years. And going out about town and talking to people, I'm going to just touch on a few of the concerns that I've heard. As far as infrastructure, people have asked, well, what about a water plant? We have a great water plant, the Wahlberger one, and it's been, since I've been on the council in 2016, we have got it outfitted with new equipment, and it's going to be fine and working for us for as long as we need it, but we're also building a brand new one. And it's going to be out here on 290. If you know where the soccer fields are, it's already under construction. We are hoping to have it estimated up and going July of 2020. Another concern, 290. We have been working so hard with TxDOT, and we're almost there, folks. That's what I want to let you know. That 290 is not going to stay the way it is. It's going to be widened. There's going to be more lanes. 973, that's not going to stay the way it is. One of my big concerns, I know when I got on, was that 973, you're talking about getting into Blake Manor, there's an elementary school there, and there's parents and kids, and I want it to stay safe. So we've talked to them about a flyaway, just to keep that safe. So we're working on all of that. I want you to believe in that. Another one that's a good one, HEB. Okay, folks, HEB has told us you're not on our radar until 2025. Okay, that's fine, they're lost. They will come eventually. But in the meantime, let's talk to Natural Grocers. Let's talk to Randall's. Let's talk to Sprouts. There's opportunity out here for them. We just need to get out there and let them know that Manor's the place where they really want to be, and I intend to do that. People have asked me about leaders doing community involvement. Yeah, I believe in it. If you know me, I have been involved in this community ever since 4 months from the time I got here. I've been PTO president, I've been the Heritage Festival volunteering as well as my family, Lion Fest, every fundraiser, sports events, anything that I can get to and drag my family along to support Manor, we're there. And I'm going to encourage the rest of the council to do that as well. People have talked about, oh, we need a park, a city park. Well, we got Jenny Lynn, of course, but we got this brand new Timmerman one that opened up in the spring. That was 10 years in the making, just to give you an idea of how long it takes to get things done. But it was worth it. If you've been out there, it's a beautiful park. It's got like 2 miles of walking trail. The Lions Club is going to put some benches out there. It's a great place to have your family. Hopefully you went to the Manor Palooza because it was awesome. Manor had never had anything like that. Fireworks, and vendors, and bouncy houses, and music. There's going to be more of that to come. There's a committee that is already made up. There are Parks Committee, and they are planning all kinds of wonderful things. So we're going to make use of our park. We're going to still be using Jenny Lynn, but we've got another park now. I want you to use it. I want to see people out there. Another issue that's come up, people have asked me about, is our police involvement. Okay, honestly, for me, ever since I've been here, I've seen our police department involved in the community. Every one of those events that I mentioned to you, our police have been out there. Our men and women in blue have come to everything, every fundraiser, every festival, every palooza, not just one, not just two, many of them have been there. They walk around and talk to the little kids, they shake hands, they answer questions for the new residents, they talk to the older residents. They're out there mowing yards for some of our seniors when they see them out there struggling. I think our police department is pretty involved, of course. There's always more that we can do, and they will. They're very open, they're very transparent. We had a Citizens Patrol Academy 2 years ago. It was wonderful. I didn't get to attend it, but I heard from so many friends who did, and they loved it. They got to learn all about the police department. They really had fun. I think a little bit too much fun from what I've heard, but that's not any concern of mine. A good time's a good time. So they tried to do another one this year, but to be honest, there wasn't the citizen involvement. There wasn't anybody signing up, enough people to do it, so they didn't do it. So I want to encourage Manor residents to reach out to your police department and try to attend the academy. It's fun, it's educational. If you can't do that, a ride along is always a good thing. If you're wondering what happens in Manor when the lights go out, do a ride along with the cops and see what's going on and see how well they protect us and what they do. They do a really good job, and I'm proud of each and every one of them and how they keep Manor safe. I'm running for mayor so that we don't have to look back and say we shoulda, coulda, woulda, okay? We know that Manor is one of the best towns and places to live in. I've raised my family here. We love our rural hometown way of life. We wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And as mayor, I want to protect our cherished public spaces like our parks and our downtown. I want to see that revitalized. It's going to happen. We've hired someone who has a lot of experience, 20 years worth. She's done a lot. She worked for Georgetown and got their Poppy Festival done. She has brought thousands of dollars, tourist dollars, to the towns that she's worked for, and she's going to do the same for us. And that's going to be fantastic. As mayor, I plan on encouraging our creative and innovative and diverse culture that we have here in Manor. My goal, making sure Manor stays Manor, even though we grow. To be honest though, as great as Manor is, we have some real work to do. And that's where your next mayor steps in. I don't want our young folks to graduate and be forced to leave Manor, even though they say, I'd love to stay here. There's just not sustainable jobs here, and so they have to go elsewhere. I want to bring the sustainable jobs here, but I also want to help our local businesses grow and develop as well. And then maybe our kids will stay. I face the same thing. My kids all, well, except for one, has moved away, but he works in Round Rock. One had to move to Beaumont, and another one lives in Pflugerville. But I wanted them close, I wanted them here. And so with more jobs and more opportunities, your kids can stay here. I'm open to innovative economic development ideas. I don't know everything about that. I've heard some ideas. I want to hear a lot more. I know people have ideas on growing Manor. I want to hear them. I listen. I take notes, and I take it right back to the people at City Hall and say, how come, why, can we, let's do it, what's stopping us? And I'll continue to do that. Another area I want to focus on is I want to collaborate with our school district. I believe in public education. I'm a product of public education. My children are a product of public education. And I've been a parent of a student that's come through Manor. I've been a PTO president here in Manor. I know firsthand the challenges that our parents are faced with having kiddos in our school. I know the struggles of the teachers because I have family that are teachers, counselors, administrators, and believe me, Christmas and Thanksgiving, I get to hear all the stories of how disappointed they are when they know kids need certain services and they need certain things and they can't get them. And I've heard some things in Manor where people have come to me and said, what about services for this and what about services for that? We've done a lot, but we can do more. And I'm in contact with people constantly who want to bring better health care here, care of everybody, because when you feel good, then you can do more and you can be a better citizen. When you don't feel good, it's just not a good time for any of us. We have to work together though, to show our kids that when you work together to find solutions and you're caring and you're respectful, this is what it looks like. They'll emulate the adults, and that's what we really need to show them. Listen, we have an opportunity here. I'm going to change that. We have an obligation to build on the efforts of those before us. I mean, there was probably hundreds and thousands of Manor citizens that helped make the Manor the great community that we see today. But to be honest, it's our turn. We need to create a Manor that will last long after us and ensure the future of generations who will live in Manor and have an even better Manor to enjoy than the one that we do today. It's what we should do together and what we can do together. And I'm just asking that you take that ride with me and let's make it happen. Thank you.